That shit crazy.
Hey, look, right? I that we're gonna talk about that definitely. Um, but this right here, yo. Um, for the past week or so, me and you've been rapping about this. You know what I mean? Outside of here, we talked about it a little bit last week. Um, Minister Farrakhan, for those of y'all who may not have seen it, he did about a 1 hour live stream video where he what up, Ashley? He did a live stream video where he addressed the issue with Kanye West and Kyrie.
Hey,
So
long.
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let this play, and after that we're gonna speak on it. It's about 10 minutes, I think, or so. So I want y'all to check this out.
Our own brother did something, you will too. Life is bigger than paper with a white man's image on it.
You can hear the audio, right?
Life is bigger than a nice house and a nice car and a lot of bling bling. Life is bigger than an Oscar. Life is bigger than a belt. Life is bigger than something that says I am the best at what I do. I'm the most valuable player, or my team won. But as a people, we are losing. We cannot afford to lose any of you. You are our kith and our kin, our flesh and our blood.
Stop. Before you do any holiday shopping this year, you really have to see this. I'm going to show you one simple trick that'll save you a lot of money when you're shopping online. In fact, I was able to save $350.
And so I wanted to say something to help us to come together rather than break apart. Because it's Ye and Kyrie today. But what they're doing to them is to make you, who are in the good graces of them, so you think. You see what we just did? Ye lost $2 billion in a few days. You might wonder, did he really have it? He lost that much that soon? You know when you sign a contract with him. I don't know what's in the contract, but you do. So evidently, Adidas and all the companies that Brother Kanye is signed to or was signed to, until Mr. Ari just drop him. Beloved brothers and sisters, look, your day is soon coming. I'm asking you, stop beating each other up in the public. Stop doing that. But of course, that's what the master wants us to do. There's a slave here that's getting out of place, and Teach him a lesson. Beat him up. I'm saying to you, don't do that. Call your brother. Come and sit down with us. Tell us about this movie. I understand that Brother Shaquille O'Neal put it up in his theater. Go see it. You don't want to read Secret Relationship with Blacks and Jews that we financed, we researched.
Yes, sir.
And you told me when we sat down. Dinner together in the home of a Jewish rabbi. I went, others went. I brought some of my people, and there were two rabbis. There was Irv Kupcinet, great reporter for the Chicago Sun-Times. And after we had a beautiful dinner together, we looked like we were going to be on a page together where the controversy could stop. But the rabbi said to me, this is love fest that is near the end of the dinner. But then he reached in his pocket and pulled out an envelope and said, but this is tough love. We want something from you. And we have to watch you over a protracted time to make sure that you've changed. Then we had just put out the first volume of The Secret Relationship Between Blacks and Jews. And you all told me, we want you to renounce this book because it's a great calumny against the Jewish people. You said that to me. You said to me, nobody that is deemed an enemy to the Jewish people is ever written of well in history. You know you control much of the publishing industry. So if you write the books, your people are heavily placed in the media. So when you all get ready to dog us out, you call those in that you pay. Then you told me that if I did all the things that you all asked me to do, you would clean up my image.
I find the best source of generic Viagra in 2024. And I found one program offering generic Viagra for 80.
You knew you dirtied it. But I'm not going to beg and bow to you to clean up my image. God is sufficient for me. And God is sufficient for Kyrie and Ye. And God is sufficient for everyone who has been made a millionaire, a multimillionaire, a billionaire. And then you call your man at Forbes and tell them that there's a new There's Miss Oprah, one of the most beautiful women you could ever have as a friend. But now she has something to lose if she's not careful. Careful means you have to guard your mouth. So you used to be able to open it. I'm going to do that again. You used to be able to open it. Now when they pull that chain, now you can't find your voice. You're afraid. When fear grips you because you think you're going to lose something that's dear to you, so you don't want to venture out because you're afraid. I say this, dear beloved, resist the devil, and he will flee from you. To resist means to withstand the action or the effect of. Because if you stand and fight unity, you'll never lose even what you got. They don't want to be shown up. To you. And they do have power to hurt us. And God has plenty of power to hurt them.
That
Yo,
dude is the truth, man.
listen,
That dude is the truth, man.
I watched that stream like 3 times, yo,
Yeah, I watched it about that much too.
just to make sure that I heard everything he was saying in the context. Now that part of it, that 10 minutes of it,
That
was him breaking down the conversation that has always been talked about for years. Yeah, it was. It very much was. Melvin Hollis said it was heavy. It was. I will be the first to say I didn't always agree with Farrakhan with certain things, but I gotta say, like, he really, really, really broke. If you haven't watched the whole speech is about an hour. If you haven't watched it, go to YouTube and watch it. Whenever you get a chance. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he did. He was telling how he was saying how they they give them contracts, and once they give them they take them out of high school, get these young kids all this money, and turn them into glorified punks because now they can't speak because they're afraid to lose their wealth. They're not like, the way he put it was saying that they put all this money in front of these young people. And then once you give them all that money, so they won't lose their voice. So they won't use their voice. They always threaten them with money. They always threaten them with taking their money away from them. So then you'll have, because like if you look at the NBA right now, and they did it in the NFL with Colin Kaepernick. All the black people in there had to do was say, well, listen, if you're going to do this to my brother, I'm going to not play, and then we're going to see what y'all going to do. if everybody in the NBA stood up and said, nah, this not fair, because next thing you know, it's gonna be done to somebody else. Once they do it once, that's all Farrakhan's saying. And it's the history of them. Nobody can say anything about them, but shit, you can't rewrite history. And we say you can't rewrite history, but history is always rewritten. This is a prime example of history being rewritten. This shit is ridiculous. But as usual, we won't stand together. We won't stand together. As social media, the black media are a bunch of bitches. They've been forever. They limiting what they can say and do. If you look on YouTube, it's videos that saying the black media are back from speaking their minds. It's crazy.
Again, if you haven't watched it, those of y'all that's joining, that may have caught it's an actual hour long. And he dropped a lot of names. Yeah, he did, Tierra. He dropped a lot of names in that joint. But what I'm saying is this.
Oh, joke.
The meeting that he spoke about, that's the one part I liked about that clip. The meeting that he spoke about when he went to meet with the same people that want to meet with Kyrie. Now, it's also a part on that speech where he says that he would be willing to go with Kyrie. He keeps asking, why do they want Kyrie to come by himself? And then he goes into buck breaking. Mm-hmm. And how this is another form of that. Now, that's why I'm saying go watch the whole speech. And you know what I mean? Comment, talk about it. You can come back to this live and comment on it, or just comment on it in the group. But we definitely want to hear what y'all think about it. Like I said, me and Mikey talked about this like off air a lot. You know what I mean? In the past week or so about the speech. Because Mikey told me, did you watch the joint? I said, nah, I went and watched it. I was like, yo, the first time I watched it, I was in the car. You know what I mean? I was listening to it. The second time, yeah, big facts, T.I. Like a lot of the things that he said,
it's real.
It's real. Like, and basically he was just confirming that this has been going on for decades because they pulled him into the same shit. That's why I was glad that speech had that where he spoke about that and what they did and we tried to do. You know what I mean? So nah, Tico, hell no, they ain't want Minister there with Kyrie. They ain't want Minister there with Minister by his damn self.
Yeah, you know, he said that on that video. He said, y'all don't want me here. And the reason why they don't address people like him, because they can't cancel him. Remember, I've been saying that for years about him. That's why I love Farrakhan. I love Farrakhan because Farrakhan did one thing, and I always said he did one thing that none of the other black leaders ever did. And he put an army around him. And he financed his own self, and that way he can't be silenced. And that's what he said. He said, because you don't hold nothing over me. See, they hold Kyrie money over top of him, right? And not saying that's a thing for him because he got to support his family. He created a lifestyle and it's not supposed to end at 30 years old because he posted something. He didn't make a comment on that. He didn't say anything.
The minister also spoke on that in the speech as well.
Yeah, it's like, what do you want? But even though he apologized, now they on, you know, he apologized, right?
Yeah.
And then the dude just said, the owner of the team and the commissioner said that Bama is not anti-Semitic, doesn't have nothing against nobody, but he didn't apologize until he got suspended. So that's like not being sincere. So that's why he was supposed to come back Sunday. His first game back was supposed to be Sunday. And they ain't let him come back, and dude say he ain't coming back. And then also it's another thing up right now. If you look on there, Kyrie's not going to do those things that they asking him to do. Actually his teammates are starting to step up too and speak on it, but quiet as kept, they ain't really saying it, and he ain't posting no videos, but he's not applying to those demands that they want. That's why they extended his they really extended his thing. They ain't saying it, but dude came out and said, huh?
I said good. He ain't supposed to. Fuck
yeah. That's demeaning and it's all of the everything they do is satanic. That shit is like revenge, and it's basically saying, you think you could do that to us, but we can do this to you. And for the rest of y'all that's paying attention, watch what happens. If you try this, you better not ever speak out against us. That's all they telling you. And ain't nobody in the NBA. If everybody in the NBA stopped, it will stop the money from the organizations getting money. It will stop money from networks. It will stop money from all these names that you see around the stadiums. You got your Apple, you got your Nike, whoever sponsor anything from the NBA, they're gonna all feel a wrath. And you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna posse up and they're gonna say, you know what? You fucking up our money. Let them niggas back on the court. Cause that's all they doing. Soon as you start fucking with their money, that's the first thing they're gonna do. They're gonna posse up and they're gonna say, get these niggas back on the court. Because that's all they worrying about. They don't give a fuck about Kyrie family. They gonna let Kyrie go right now and don't give a fuck about him. But the Nets can't win. They won 4 games, but that shit was, they were playing weak opponents.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna let all that shit ride and tell that man, tell all these motherfucking black people in the NBA and all these sports are weak to me. We become a weak ass race. We won't stick together for shit because you can get that money, right? They ain't gonna just cut every fucking body. They make niggas stand for the fucking song that if you listen to the second verse, it's like one of the most racist songs you ever heard in your life.
Absolutely. I was just looking to see. I was looking to see if they had another clip of the speech that wasn't the one that we was already watched, but they don't.
Yeah.
I think tomorrow I'm gonna post the whole speech. I'm just gonna let it stream tomorrow for an hour, and so that way y'all look at it tomorrow. I'll post it probably about 8 o'clock tomorrow, so that way everybody will have a chance. If you want, you can go on and watch the whole Farrakhan speech.
That's
you know
real
what I mean?
talk, Rico.
If you don't have time to do it tomorrow, I'm gonna post it tomorrow so people can watch the whole thing, and I'm gonna stream it just like y'all saw it. You ain't gonna see me or Mikey on there, but you'll see the video, and you'll be able to watch the whole thing. But let me see. Tigo said, it's Tigo Truesdale. Tigo said, I wish the rest of the players in the NBA would stand together like when it's time to go to the owners about the collective bargaining agreement.
Exactly.
And strikes when they want more money, they would give the same energy with this. Word. I agree. And what was LeBron's statement? I ain't hear LeBron's statement. Tierra said, what did you think about LeBron's statement? What did he say?
He basically was saying that that he hurt people. To me, LeBron's statement wasn't as bad as everybody took it, but sometimes I think you just got to learn how to shut the fuck up. If you ain't down with it, just shut up. You feel me?
We saying shut up and dribble?
No. If you're not down with the cause, instead of bashing it, like if this is how it is. If you saying something like that, and me and you been friends forever, and some other dude that don't even know you come talking shit to me about you, I'm not gonna let this dude finish his conversation.
I can dig it. I can dig it. I see what
You
you're
feel
saying.
me, man? I don't want to hear that shit. That's my man. He might be wrong, but that's his opinion. LeBron went into, like, you know, you hurt people by what you say, and this what I learned when I was mentoring. Words, and be careful with the words that you use and how you put them.
Absolutely.
Because if you listen to everybody keeps saying he hurt those people with what he said. He didn't say shit.
Facts.
If he had said something and put something on top of that, I could get what y'all saying. But he never said nothing. So you don't know if he was using that. That could have been an eye-opener for somebody else. It also is what now is educating a whole bunch of people because everybody bought it. It shows you how fucked up we are as people to go look at something because it's full of controversy. No one would just go look at it, but now it's in a controversial setting. You want to go see it, but you wouldn't just go watch that movie to understand your own culture. So, you know, LeBron just basically said what everybody else was saying. And it was taken more out of context because he shouldn't have said it because he didn't hurt nobody. And the man keeps saying that he you know, he's not that type of person. But then LeBron came back and said, you know, all right, y'all, listen. Kyrie apologized. There's no way he should not be playing right now. What y'all doing is over. You know, now he's speaking up, and now everybody's saying he's changing what he said. But I think he did the same thing like Shannon Sharp did. Shannon Sharp said the same thing. Shannon Sharp got out of control with his mouth. I was disappointed in him. Because
I'm looking up LeBron comment now.
All of it. All he said exactly what I just said. Basically, he just was saying that what Kyrie said was hurt a lot of people. And he said, obviously, it hurt a lot of people because people spoke out. And
okay.
Fuck Charles Barkley. I don't even know why any of y'all would even pay attention to Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley does not like black people. He the same motherfucker that spit on a motherfucking fan. All that shit Charles Barkley did I don't even know why a motherfucker even paying no attention to nothing Charles Barkley said. He been a sellout. So Charles Barkley,
it's the same motherfucker. It's the same motherfucker that needed black people rally behind him when he threw that motherfucker through that plate glass window.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Same Charles Barkley.
These niggas, they run home quick after they disrespect their own people. But like I say, sometimes we should, as black people, we always think we gotta speak on something. Sometimes it's good to just shut the fuck up. If you're Jalen Rose, every time you turn around, that Jalen Rose out here said all this shit, and their wording means everything to me. Cause see, I watched these videos several times, and wording consistently keeps coming out. He hurt people by the things that he said. He didn't say shit. They responded. This is how weak they are. And this is why black people got to stop doing this shit. They responded to Kyrie's tweet, but never watched the video. Now that everybody's going to watch the video, they like, hold up. What's anti-Semitic about this?
Exactly.
But y'all already made y'all fucked up comments, so now y'all want to apologize.
This the part
Farrakhan said it. Farrakhan said it. I ain't mean to cut you off. Farrakhan said he just had to go watch the video. He went and watched it. So many other people watched it. I've been watching other podcasts. They talking about they watched it. They like, that shit changed my life. I don't see nothing bad. I don't have nothing bad against him, but it changed my life on the look of us as a people.
I still haven't watched it.
And you know how they say, it's like this. You know how they say the mindset that people have when they see a white Jesus.
Yeah.
If they never had to put up a white Jesus and the Jesus was black, like the Bible describes him, mentally black people would have had a different outlook on things, because some of our heroes don't have, they put white paint on their faces, basically.
We talked about this last night.
Yeah, that's what that movie did. That movie basically said that because to be honest with you, I had learned a little bit about this a while ago, but I didn't, it was too deep for me back then. It was because the movie only scratched the surface. So like I was saying to you, when you learn stuff like this, you gotta go beyond that part to everything, because you just scratching the surface of that. It's biblical. It's more biblical than anything. They actually, the only reason why, because I got some of this off the thing, the reason why the Jews think that they man, I'm gonna give you some references, and I want you
I'm gonna see if I can stream this movie on the head too, yo. I might do that shit one night, like try to see if I can just stream the movie and then share it on here so people can watch the shit. I gotta see if it's on YouTube though.
Nah,
because I don't have Amazon on my
It ain't on YouTube. It ain't gonna be on YouTube. Why the fuck would they put it on YouTube if he raised the price? Ain't no way they're gonna put that. Everything you look on YouTube about it is people, you'll see people talking about it. But oh boy, they are not the original. They was born into stuff, and they are not they picked it up. You gotta be born into it. And that's what Kyrie basically saying. Kyrie basically saying that when he looked up his name, he learned that he was born into an Israelite. Kyrie did not write the history of this shit. That's why I say the reason why it's so hard for me. The reason why it's so hard for me to talk about it and explain to y'all is because like I watched it, but I didn't get to go back over it. I watched a lot of it, but I didn't get to go back over certain things. I had learned some stuff about it years ago, but I brushed it off because I wasn't in the same mindset. But that shit's so deep that now that people's learning about it, they doing other research on it. And this is what they didn't want. Because if you look on YouTube now, you're going to see all this stuff, and you can do it yourself. It'll say something like America's hiding secrets. Hidden secrets of America, and it's showing stuff that people learning from just that movie. The dude that wrote the movie is even on there, and he's telling people the factual ways that he found the information. So this is not something that this is all written before, dude. This shit was only written in the 90s, right? Something like that. That dude he had to collect information.
I mean, ultimately, I'm gonna have to go and watch it on Amazon then. I got Amazon Prime, so I'm gonna have to stream it.
You got a Fire Stick?
Mm-hmm.
It might be on you might can get it on a Fire Stick.
Well, I think you can watch it on Amazon Prime if you got a subscription.
Man, you gotta pay for that shit, bro. I think you might have to pay for it. I ain't 100% sure, yo. Check it out and just let people know. But I think you gotta pay for it. Because I'm telling you, ain't no way he boosts the price up, and ain't no way he gonna just let us see that shit. There's no way. They all about the money. Why you think they ain't say nothing to his dumb ass? It's clear as day. They even got Jewish people. They even got videos. I was watching some videos of Jewish people actually saying that nothing that Kyrie said is. See, you're gonna start seeing a lot of this is popping up.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
You see the joint I shared this morning? I tagged you on it.
I'm put off Facebook. I'm suspended, so I ain't even on there.
it was a dude, professor. He debated with a rabbi about the shit. Yo, it's
Oh, I
wild.
saw that. I saw that.
Oh, okay.
When he was in the studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that shit. By watching that, I went and looked up some shit too from him.
At this point, should Kyrie just consider leaving the NBA?
Nah, they're not gonna let him leave. He's money. Look. I put on my Twitter page, right, the definition of ownership. The definition describes owning property. Every time they talk about the shit that's going on, they say the owner, the owner, the owner, the owner. The owner is looking at Kyrie like he's property. Tell me that ain't some slave mentality shit.
Absolutely. I mean, that part of it, I completely understand. Like, even with professional sports, it all, I mean, even involuntary, it all some kind of way leads back to things that were done to slaves to test their strength and endurance. So that part I get. Even with the,
you see that? Go ahead. I ain't mean to cut you off. What that say? What year that say? How many years ago?
8.
You see what I'm saying? This shit been talked about forever. Kyrie just don't.
Yeah. But again, the people that talk about it, they can't really do, like you said, they can't really do shit to the people that have been talking about it. Mm-hmm. The JDL not gonna sue the dude that made the movie. You know what I mean? So we're gonna, like I said, like ultimately the rabbi said it. He didn't say anything wrong. He's just keeping up a conversation that's been going on for years about the Jewish people.
Oh, there you go.
But it's frowned upon, basically. Basically, they saying the shit he said was frowned upon. He didn't, yeah, that's the author of the movie, right?
Yeah, he got an interview. I'm telling you, you gotta watch this shit, yo. But go ahead. I didn't want to cut you off. I was just trying to show people to check it out. Go look this shit up.
I don't think that he I honestly don't think that he should stay in the NBA. I think he should take, like, whenever his contract is over or whatever, and bop out, because now he's never going to be able to leave the NBA without that asterisk next to his name now. He's going to always have that. He's going to always have that cloud on him now, I think, if he stays in the NBA. Even when he leaves, but once he gone for a little while, there'll be a next hot motherfucker that's out there killing shit on the court, and they'll stop talking about it. But honestly, like, I feel like he could go overseas and get paid like a fucking legend and not have to play for the NBA no more. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like the whole sending, black athletes to HBCUs type of deal. Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Man,
exactly, Kiara. Like,
how long can we allow them to keep pushing us away from shit? How long? If he leave the NBA, they won again. How long do we keep allowing that to happen? That's all I'm saying. Because I feel like you feel. Fuck the NBA. I wouldn't play for them bitches either. But all I'm saying is, how long do we keep allowing them to? How long every time the man didn't do nothing. I can see if he called out people's names. I can see if he was out there being totally racist. I can see if he had a press conference and he was just saying dirty shit and being rude and disrespectful. He never lifted his tone. He never yelled. He never disrespected the news reporters. He told them what they was gonna do, and they did it. Kanye West did the same thing. He said, we used to y'all flipping shit. Y'all always in our lives flipping our words around. Why keep on letting them run us away from what we love to do? He made them money. They ain't do him. They did him a favor. But if the owner, how many people on a basketball team with the bench and everything? We're gonna say about 13 to 15. How many subs? Anyway, we're gonna say 12. And plus they got, all right. If he can pay 12 men millions of dollars, how much money are they making him for him to be able to afford to pay everybody?
Right.
So by you picking the best players and getting NBA championships, you getting money too. So why use me up and then all of a sudden I do something you don't like, and now all of a sudden I gotta shut the fuck up? And it's sickening to hear people say, well, these people that play sports need to just shut up and play sports. Because y'all forgot that they had to go to college. Like, these people went to college. They're not just NBA. They're just not just athletes.
True shit. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? They went to college. They studied history. They studied law. They know these things. They able to speak out. The younger generation finding out something that our generation missed out on. If you notice, the younger generation got more melting pot friends. It's a more melting pot of friendship. When we was younger, we had, I'm only 49, and I remember at A-High, we had race wars. Dude used to come to school dressed in all black named me. Skinhead motherfuckers. We hated all. Our younger generation is breaking that. And they speaking out. When we was marching for justice and everything, you seen young white people, young Latino people also with the black people, because they not used to that shit. They haven't been racially discriminated against until they get out here in this real world. They running around in these neighborhoods playing with white kids, black kids. They don't know shit about that shit until we teach it to them.
Facts.
So now they tired of it. So when they speak out, you'll have a motherfucker that's old now, Charles Barkley. You used to it. How the fuck is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar gonna speak against somebody standing up, and that's what the fuck you did? You did the same shit. You stood with the Black Revolution. So now you old, you got your money, you want a nigga shut up? The fuck out of here. These
Hey,
old.
listen. Now I found the Kanye joint, the interview, where he made where he spoke about the names. He dropped the names of all the people. I gotta play this joint, yo, just because it goes along with everything that we're talking about right now. And hold on.
Y'all pay attention to this shit too.
All right.
On that. Go look this shit up.
You said what?
I'm just telling everybody why you playing that. I'm gonna be showing y'all some shit. Write this shit down and go look that shit up, y'all. I can't get it. This shit. I can't get it to you. It's too bright.
Just for you guys to understand in humanity, very first time I was ever given some medication was actually related to an incident with paparazzi in front of the airport where I wrestled down the same paparazzi that was still following with me. And then they sent me an anger management class. I don't want to sign those right now, bro. I'm not going to sign them right now. They sent me this anger management class, and then the guy just gave me some medication. He's like, yo, take this. I never taken medication my entire life. And one doctor said it started like this. Everyone's, they saw the heart texting. People are looking over, you know, all the stories.
No, I can't understand a fucking thing he's saying. It keeps kicking.
For saying, hey, I can't be anti-Semitic.
Steve,
That's who we are, black people.
Steve,
We don't have a flag.
I can't understand a fucking thing he's saying. It keeps skipping. Yo,
I want to read this text out.
pay attention, bro. See, that shit sound terrible. Can't nobody understand that shit.
Oh, all right. Well, that's why I put the subtitles up, but that's for I gotta find a better copy of it though. But he went in, you know, he went into the little speech about the shit about his mom and all that. People just you gotta look it up on YouTube. But again, he basically saying the same thing. That Kyrie and Farrakhan was saying, like, you can't call a person anti-Semitic if they're speaking about themselves. If they're speaking about something that they're learning, like you automatically, you know, you can't automatically, and I gotta say this, you can't automatically call somebody a racist if they're going along learning something and they speak on something that they read about. You know what I mean? So I feel like you gotta be able to. We living in a time, where you just can't say shit. For whatever reason, you just can't say shit about nobody. And the more you say about people, the worse shit get for you. If you speak bad about a certain group of people, you can possibly be canceled. And the bad part about it is they're making an example out of Kyrie and Kanye with that shit. It's fucked up.
They making that example for all of us. Because if they're gonna do it to them and they millionaires and billionaires, like Ye said, what do you think they're gonna do to us? A bank told him he can't put his money. How you gonna tell me I can't keep my money in your bank no more?
Yeah, that's wild.
But you know, what's the old boy name? What's that dude name? He played in a movie. Him, goddamn, Floyd Mayweather, Kanye, and Kyrie. Dude got canceled for some shit he played on what's his damn name? I meant to tell you about him. It just popped back up in my head.
What, for a role he played?
Yeah, but you know who he wants them to start linking up and putting their money together to open up their own thing so they can make their own media and own movies and everything with Floyd Mayweather, because you know Floyd Mayweather backed up Kyrie.
And that's what it's gonna take, yo. Like, at the end of the day, as black people, if we continue to watch NBA games and support the NBA, then we are part of it. You know what I mean?
I ain't fucking with him.
Like we can't tell the players to stop playing and go on strike if we gonna still sit down and try to watch the fucking game. You know what I mean? It all goes back to how we gonna make the shit happen or how we gonna break it down. But like I agree with you. Like I'm not watching no NBA games.
Right.
I'm not watching no more NBA games. I'm good on that. Like I said, I've been good on NFL since the shit happened with Kaepernick. You muted, yo. Isaiah Washington. Okay. But yeah, yo, you muted, yo. You muted. Exactly. I said the same thing to her. I stopped watching the shit since Kaepernick. Like I'm not, yo. Like, and like I'm sure I'm not no. Absolutely are. I'm sure they not losing no money with me not watching it. You know what I mean? But like it's wild because you be seeing a lot of people that was swearing they was gonna boycott the NFL, doing a lot of talking about the NFL now and the games and their teams and all of that shit. Like so, again, Kaepernick shit was in vain, but it's not because of no shit he did. We didn't back him. Same shit that's gonna happen with Kyrie. Like you said, unless all them black players and all of us black people that watch the NBA stop buying NBA merchandise, stop watching the games, stop going to games, and the players stop playing, this shit ain't gonna change. It's gonna be what it's gonna be.
Even Candace Owens spoke up. I was shocked. Candace Owens spoke up again for Kyrie. You know she don't like nothing black.
Yeah, right. But yeah, yo, like that's just where I'm at with it. I'm sure I'm gonna be like, oh, that's dumb. These niggas ain't gonna watch the NBA because all right, cool.
But that's what niggas do.
Got the do-rag cape out energy all the rest of the year anyway. So
all we ever been good for them was for entertainment and taking care of their asses. I mean, it don't make no sense that we still doing it. You could sing for a group of white people back in the day, but you can't walk through the front door and you can't eat in a restaurant.
Facts.
Donald Trump disrespected everybody. And the FBI investigations, they try and sweep under the rug, all this shit. But we all focusing on the shit with Kyrie, and the whole time they also announcing that Donald Trump ready to come back.
Run for president again, 2024.
He's going to win if he come back.
Think so?
Man, the government, listen, the media and the government have Democrats and Republicans so fucked up in the head that right now Republicans think that everything that's wrong with the country happened in the 2 years that Biden was in office. Think about that shit. Everything that's going on, the economy failing, the gas prices, all of that shit was coming. No matter who was in the presidency. Donald Trump, if Donald Trump come back, Donald Trump is going to win.
Ice. Say they disagree.
He still got the same supporters.
Real shit. That's true shit right there. A lot. He don't have as many politicians, but he do still got a lot of the same supporters, though.
Man, them bitches still with him. They just ain't saying nothing. They still, all they do is speak out, man. Donald Trump in the news more than so many people. It was a court case, right? And it was a local court case. I ain't gonna say his name. The dude tried to snitch on that motherfucker, right? And the judge, he tried to say, well, I'm the kingpin, right? They knew I was. I try to snitch on you. The judge say to the dude to try to snitch, he said, do you know what the I and FBI stand for? Dude, like, yeah, investigation. He said one thing about the FBI, they do not come out unless your ass been investigated or they got they have something on you. All of a sudden, the shit that's going on with Donald Trump is looking like he ain't do it, or shit getting swept underneath the rug, all this shit. Man, the fuck out here. They gotta put Donald Trump back in office. That way we could go over there and attack Ukraine. Help Ukraine out in the war so we can set up an embassy over there in Ukraine. The whole thing is about war. War brings revenue.
True shit. I said a lot of the key people. Hold on, let me post it. I said a lot of key people he was endorsing just lost. There's more Republicans that are not in his corner but can't come out and say it. He make them look bad. If it was that easy, he would be president right now.
Fuck nah.
Tico, hold on, ready to post Tico shit. Tico said, I think Trump has a good chance because of his hardcore supporters.
Exactly.
The Republican Party itself is 50-50 on Trump, but if he wins the nomination, they will definitely back him.
Man, listen, forever in history, they've been showing us the left hand, right? And then punch you in your motherfucking face with the right. That's all they've been doing in history. They showing you something, and then they come back and knock your ass out with a right hand hook. I could be 100% wrong, but I'm always stand in what I speak on. Donald Trump, I never thought the motherfucker would have won the first time. But after all that shit, then after I seen how mad they was and they still talking about the election was rigged and all that shit.
I knew he was going to win the first time because there wasn't nobody voting for no fucking Hillary Clinton. So I knew that first one he was going to win. Now, do I think he's going to win again? Honestly,
yeah.
No, I don't. But I will say this: I won't be surprised if he does win. I don't think he will, but I won't be surprised if he does. You know what I mean? But we looking at too now, like what's the name said, a lot of them Republicans lost. You know what I mean? That he was backing. And a lot of them Republicans that lost too was in states that was trying to rock with the abortion shit too. So that lost a lot of Republican shit too. You know what I mean? But for the most part, he said hold up. He said he didn't think he would win. He only want to come back because he lost. He will rep the Republican Party, but when it comes down to it, they can't control him, and that's what it's all about.
Yo, let me tell you this, and I want you. When was the last time? This the difference between black people and white people when it comes to shit like Donald Trump. We'll speak on people bullshit. White people that's backing each other when they doing sinister shit like that, they ain't gonna speak bad about that shit. They don't need to show you that they supporting him. That's only so you keep buying their merchandise, so you keep supporting their shit, so you keep getting. But when push comes to shove, they always stick together. They always run together. Why you think Donald Trump ass ain't locked up or nothing? Donald Trump, them motherfuckers don't turn their back on each other like we do. We'll turn our back on somebody. The whole black community damn near turn they back on goddamn Barack Obama. Half the people ain't never follow politics before in their life just because he ain't do everything. Because we always looking for a black superhero. They bashed every fucking thing Barack Obama did. When I start seeing bad people do it, that's when I start thinking to that old saying, sometimes you got shut the fuck up. It was like every day people coming on there saying, yo, Barack this, Barack that, Barack this. You ain't look at, what did you look at? Did you see what he got go through? Y'all act like just because he became president, he stopped being black. We the only ones speak on everything black people do and bash it, even when we don't know the whole fucking story. If you think, I'm not, look at what happened to Kyrie. Before anybody went and looked at that documentary, everybody was talking shit about him. Now everybody back and speaking, you know, oh, my bad. No, it ain't your bad, bitch. You've been doing that shit for years. You seen other people doing that shit for years. Muhammad Ali, when Ali said he wasn't going to fight a war, you had older people, older boxers, calling him all types of names. That man standing up for justice for everybody. They demonized Ali. They demonized anybody with greatness. And who do it the most to us? Once they say we did something, we bash the shit out of each other. We don't give a fuck. We just want to speak on something, especially if it got conflict in it or controversy. Even though I can't stand Kanye West, I can't stand Kanye West. But I will stand with him on some of his topics.
He did that shit on purpose. So.
Man, yeah.
Listen, this is my theory. Kanye said, you know what? I'm going to see how much money I can get. I'm going to see how far in I can get. And then once I realize I don't want to fuck with it no more, I'm just going to be like, fuck all of them. And I'm just going to walk away. Bomb. Like, I really think this motherfucker did all that shit on purpose, yo. Like, I mean, everything, yo.
He did a lot of that shit on purpose.
Everything, yo.
He did, because he wanted out them contracts and shit.
Yeah. I think he did all of that shit, like all of that shit. Like, and we looking at, you know, because like when he ended that conversation on Drink Champs, he said, I'll let them kill me before they get my people.
Yeah, he crazy as a bitch because he don't know where he want to be at times. That's the only thing.
That's how he ended that.
I don't like how he like he just did exactly what I was just explaining. He attacked his own people, and then he tried to come back home. To be honest with you, a lot of what he said was true. The dumbest shit I ever heard him say was slavery. That slavery shit was the dumbest shit that Ye could say. The dumbest shit also was the shit he said about George Floyd. Ye just a gossiper. He just talk. So he say shit to keep you intrigued. He say shit so you can say, what he gonna do next? And then he'll fuck your head up for a second, and then he'll deliver you a great message, or he'll show you that he can be broken with money. But when it all comes down to it, I would back him on certain shit. But when he say stupid shit, nah, I can't because. But just because you don't always agree with everything somebody say, don't mean you got to just totally turn your back on them. Because you might can talk to him like a man and convince him that, yo, that was fucked up that you said that. First of all, why you said, and then let me tell you why I think it was fucked up. That's how men should be handling shit. We don't handle shit like that. Once you say something fucked up, we just done with you, or we start bashing your ass all in public. Don't nobody call you up no more.
Kanye for president.
Kanye, there's no way I would vote for Kanye for president.
Kanye for president. He just need to go ahead and run. You know? What's gonna happen? He gonna run against Donald Trump. Watch.
Shit,
I called it.
They probably
I'm never gonna delete this episode. I'm calling it now. He gonna run.
He will be the vice president. Kanye gonna, one of them gonna be the vice president. One of them gonna be the regular president. If they
now, all right. So we got that now. I just heard about it this morning. I woke up to the wife talking about it. I haven't really seen much news coverage for it. But for those of y'all, Shaquella Robinson. It's been talked about on social media all day. Shaquella Robinson, 25-year-old from Charlotte, North Carolina. Very popular. She's a hair braider. Went on vacation with 6 of her friends. Well, 6 people that were supposed to be her friends. And one of the friends one night called the mother, told the mother that Shaquella was sick. She had alcohol poisoning. She was throwing up.
That's her best friend.
And this was her best friend.
A male.
A dude. So she was incoherent. The mother knew it wasn't too much she could do, being that they were in Mexico. And she was all the way in North Carolina. So she just asked him to keep her, updated with her condition. The next thing she said, she received a call the next day, and it was saying that there was an ambulance there, and they were working on her because she was unresponsive. Now,
because of alcohol poisoning.
Because of alcohol poisoning. That is saying she died from alcohol poisoning. This is what the boy is telling. Now, they came home. He brought her luggage home. Took the luggage to her family. Still under the guise that she died from alcohol poisoning. So, an autopsy was done. Turns out it wasn't alcohol poisoning that killed her at all. Appears that her neck was broken, and she and part of her spine was fractured. That's crazy. And now, right, like, that shit is sickening,
She butt ass naked.
Out of respect, I can't. That's crazy, B.
That's her friend beating her up, or somebody.
Okay. Now, one of the friends videotaped this.
Look, hold up.
Shaquella Robinson. Shaquella Robinson recently died on a trip when she had gone to Mexico with her friends. Her parents, Bernard and Salamander Robinson, were shocked when they learned about Shaquella Robinson's death. Shaquella Robinson's alleged cause of death was alcohol poisoning, but her parents were not convinced that was the case. A Shaquella Robinson Mexico video has turned up, changing the perspectives of this case and confirming her parents' doubts. What was in this Shaquella Robinson Mexico video? What happened to Shaquella Robinson in Mexico? Did she not die of alcohol poisoning? In the coming sections, let us find what was.
Yeah, they say she died. Go ahead. I just want y'all to see that shit.
Friend came back and they, like I said, put up the whole thing that she died from alcohol poisoning until the family saw the photos, the autopsy photos, which showed that something else had happened. And they found out that her neck was broken, as well as her spine was fractured. These were people that were supposed to be her friends, and now all of a sudden everybody's in hiding, but social media has been sharing their names and their addresses because they want justice for Shaquilla. Now, it turns out there's more to this story. The person that beat up Shaquilla was not a female.
can't find that nowhere.
They're saying that the person that did this was a man, transgender man, living as a woman. Now, I just feel like everybody that was on that vacation should be in a jail cell right now. Absolutely, Ice. I feel like everybody that was on that vacation should be in a jail cell right now. Somebody gonna crack and tell what happened.
But shit, the only way they can get locked up if the U.S. government gotta push Mexico to do something, because they can't lock them up because they wasn't on American soil. That's why they hurry up back home. The craziest thing is, the craziest thing about that shit is when like I don't get the best friend. Like he basically called them and told them that they was on that the girl died from alcohol poisoning. Then took her clothes to the family.
Yo, I feel like they took that girl down there to kill her, yo.
They had you see the video that the fight? It was daytime.
And dude asked her, "Are you gonna?" He said, "Are you gonna fight back?" And she said, "Nah."
No, but look, the fight was in the daytime. You can see the light in the window, right?
Right.
That was the first day they was there. Like they just got there. That's what they were saying on the one I was watching when you hit me up. No, that wasn't the best friend. That was somebody. That was another male friend. The other dude, the big dude, he a little bit thicker than little old boy. The one dude that you talking about, Ice, is a different person. The one that they consider as her best friend is the dude they keep showing. I think he got on all red, right? That's the one that kept telling the family, like, yo, she got alcohol poisoning, and the mother trusted him. The mother kept trusting him. He the one took her shit home and said the same thing. Yo, she died of alcohol poisoning. He took all her stuff home. But the other dude is just, you know, the other dude that Ice talking about came the next day. When he got there, she was already fucked up and she was just laying out. And he tried to get her up to go have fun, but because it was his birthday and she wouldn't get up. And he was like, damn, you know, he looked at her and noticed she was all fucked up. But he said he ain't know nothing about it until the next day. They saying his story seemed weird. But also in the video, they saying that the motherfucking dude, like the Mexican police said that there was no foul play. They listed it as no foul play. So the only way these people can go jail if the Mexican government it press charges on it. That's what I'm saying. Listen, you said why was she nude? In the video, they had to just get there. You can also hear the chick saying, cause I'm tired of this bitch or something like that. I'm tired of this shit. When they fighting, she talking. And then it's a dude in the background saying, fight back. And she's saying, no, I don't want to fight back. It's deep. It's a lot to it, but them motherfuckers probably never end up in jail. America can't charge them.
Slugs and all them bitches, fuck them. That's some, yo, they took that girl down there to kill her, yo.
All of them got different stories and everything. Ain't this crazy though? How you gonna tell the police that this chick died of alcohol poisoning?
And they saying her face and shit was bruised up because she was so drunk she kept falling and hurting herself. That's what the injuries came from.
Who the fuck keep falling that much though?
Well, like we know that that's not true because we saw the video. we know that that's not true because we saw the video, and you can pretty much see where her neck probably got hurt, where the motherfucker grabbed her by the neck and swung her around.
They even think that there was more to her getting her ass whipped more. That the dude that Ice talking about actually said in the interview, he got a whole, you didn't see his interview? He got a whole interview up telling how he showed his passport. He showed his tickets. How he, when he purchased his ticket, when his flight landed, they was acting like he was there, but he didn't arrive till the next day. So it's people actually been coming at him like he on the video, like, man, y'all coming for me. Like, I got to keep looking over my shoulder and shit. People put his address on there. I think her parents even think that was him because you could see somebody recording, but you could see somebody else recording too. You could hear a male voice, then you could see a male walk past with a bear. There's a lot of shit. Like, I watched all that shit. I watched like 5 videos when you text me. I had went down my fucking Riva Road, go swimming and shit. When I got out the water, I watched that shit from then until the thing came on. But yeah, they lying like shit, yo. They it's even a video on here where the girl saying that she was a victim of jealousy. Cause one girl, you can hear her clear, the girl that's beating her ass here, you would clearly hear her saying, cause I'm tired of this bitch. And they put 2 and 2 together. You look out the window, the light shining, it's daytime. So they just got there. So they're assuming they just got there, she ready to get in the shower. She butt ass naked, getting her ass whipped. And all of her friends that she went down there with, including her 5-year best friend, is going back telling this girl parents, miss on the phone with her, like she can't talk right now. She's got alcohol poisoning. The mother like, well, just make sure you take care of her, and then take her shit home and keep telling the same thing. And her sister say that he keeps coming over the house, motherfucker, all sweaty and shit.
But now he not. She said, but now he not. Since
Like,
the other
all of
shit
them
came
going
out.
and hiding. There's a couple of them going and hiding. They ain't really, if Mexico don't want to pursue it, they not going to jail.
Yeah.
They would have to be deported back over there. They ain't gonna just who the fuck gonna just willingly go back over there?
All I'm saying is, wherever they are, they need their ass whooped. All of them.
They foul.
All of them need to be beat the fuck up. Like that, like for real. That's just me. And I can say that shit. Fuck them people. Like, yo, I that's why I'm like, as a parent, yo, that shit, like, I don't know what the fuck I would do if one of my kids was somewhere with their friends, and then come to find out, man, listen, it's some shit you just can't explain. Some shit you can't explain. Some shit you can't talk away. Some shit you just can't make. You can't make a justification for. Some shit a motherfucker just need to be beat the fuck up. Bad. Plain and simple. And like these motherfuckers, either that or locked up. Like, for real.
Man, that shit. Wow.
Either that or they should be turning themselves in. They should be turning themselves in.
That's what I said when I seen it. I'm like, damn, I'm like, when I first seen it, I'm like, damn, a dude fucking her up like that.
Yeah, facts, Ashley. Like, that shit would be different with me. Like, and to come to find out, like I said, that and a man sat there and watched that.
Yeah, a couple of them. I told you, a dude walked past with a bear in his hand. Look, check it out. Hold up.
They told me she was not feeling good, so I instantly go to her, put on her side,
Hold up.
get a bag in with her rubber. She was in the game room. So when I got there, she was in the game room. They told me she was not feeling good, so I instantly go to her, put on her side, get a bag, and all that. So I'm sitting right next to it the whole time. I was crossing my heart. I hope that I was there the whole time in the game room, and then they was talking about cooking. So we made it to the living room. I cut on some soft music, sitting with her, rubbing her head, just chilling, waiting till the nurse came, because that's what I was informed that was happening. At first, I was told that it was a male coming, and then a female showed up. So by that time, I skipped another thing. Kula wasn't found dead. She wasn't found dead. The maids found her slumped over the toilet in her room. That's what they did find her, slumped over her toilet in her room. That's what I was told. Kula was not dead when I got there. Okay, so when I get in there, I'll go.
See, that's the one I was talking about, but he got there the next. That's the one that got there the next day. It's another dude that's her best friend. That's the one that was keep saying he called her fucking house and everything. Like that shit crazy, and that shit happened. The thing that they saying is like most people, like C said, they took her there to beat her ass. That shit happened the day they got there. So if you got animosity with somebody, right, and you like, yeah, because I'm tired of this bitch, why would you go on a trip with her? That's the first day they got there. They probably plotted that shit out. Probably didn't mean to kill her, but wanted to beat her ass and end up killing that chick. She was fine too.
I think it was, Scooter. I think they planned on doing that, yo. Maybe not killing her, but I think they planned on going down there.
Yeah, Scooter, right. I think that shit was planned too. After watching them videos and hear what dude said, it's shit.
But like I said, it ain't too much that would be said. Like, motherfucker tell me that shit, and man, come on, yo. Come on, man. For real? Nah. Hell fucking nah.
One thing I can tell you, the old boy scared as a bitch.
Well, he should be.
Because he said motherfuckers coming up. But he said he wasn't even there.
Full video मेरी bad situation.
He said he wasn't even there.
Oh my God.
Right, Tigo. Smiling in her face.
Can't wait.
And then they posted the video on TikTok.
Bad video.
Yeah, I ain't even tell the parents. You know what? They didn't even tell the parents that there was a fight. No one didn't even know about the fight at first.
Other people that saw the video told her parents.
Yeah, that shit. Man, I keep saying it, bro. I don't know what's wrong with our people, man. I don't know how we got like this. I don't know how we got like this. How could you remember when back in the day when a fight started, you would let people fight until you seen blood. Then you would be like, nah, that's enough. They had enough. The first thing people do now, you getting your ass whipped, you ain't got to worry about getting no help. Boom. They start recording you to see how much your ass. This is the one thing that kills me the most about this cell phone shit. Y'all go watch, if you watch fights and violent acts recorded on video, watch how happy the people are recording it. World star, he whipping your ass. You bitch getting stomped the fuck slam out. And a person sitting there recording that joint. And the other people in the background like, yo, you get that part? You get that, yo? I watched the shootout, right? This white dude was in Little Rock. He was out there talking to the kids and everything. They want to know if he got the shit on video. A drive-by came past. They like, fuck it, they don't care. I don't know how we got like this. We was never like this. It's just we'll watch video after video of people getting their ass whipped and somebody recording it. But they be happy as shit, yo.
Yo, listen. regardless, that was a man beat her up, bro.
That's what it looked like to me before I knew it was a female. Before I thought it was a female.
All that transgender shit, I really like, because I don't want to come off as phobic, anything, but that was a violation, yo. That was a violation, yo. I don't give a fuck how you live, what you identify as. Structure-wise, bone structure, muscle structure, body structure.
The way he was swinging.
You're not fighting like a woman when you're fighting a woman. Even if you're living as a woman, you're not fighting like a woman. You're not saying I'm going to swing a little bit softer because I'm a girl or identify as a girl.
You can't stop your chemical makeup. Remember that one that in MMA that punched the girl and cracked
the skull? But what I'm saying is this. Again, everybody on that trip should be in jail. Everybody. If who was both males? Shaquella wasn't a male. That was a girl.
And to video it though, yo.
The two dudes that videotaped, they should, I'm like, yo, I want to say so much, but
that's why this podcast is called Let Me Talk.
You know what I mean? Like,
bite my tongue.
What happened? Like, that is crazy. That is, I absolutely fucking agree with you, Ashley. Like 100%. I'm posting this shit. I 100% agree with you. I 100% agree with you. Whole nigga. All, like I said, all the identification and what you identify as shit out the window, bro. Nah, yo.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be one of them things we're gonna see more as it, you know what I mean? We're gonna see more as it goes along. Like I said, this was 3 weeks ago, so it's a lot more information that's gonna start popping up and surfacing. And I want to really see it.
Different little videos and clips of him, and then also there's a black guy, the Chicago Beat. I guess the company that you keep, and 3, that ain't no real friends. 4, God no. 5, even though he wasn't there, and 6, how was she already dead? And you sitting there rubbing on a dead body, putting on soothing music. Where they doing this at?
I'm trying to let you hear something.
But I hope that they do get held accountable. All parties who are guilty. I hope that.
Country with him, I would not think he's gonna let me get beat up. So everybody's saying like, she's just hanging out with people that she don't know, but that wasn't the case. Not from, historically.
Mm-hmm. All right, next person.
What I would say is, hey, Nick, good night. We talked before. We had a session when
pause it for 1 second, Mikey. Pause it for 1 second.
We had a really good time.
Nah, Tierra, she wasn't the only girl there. It was her, 3 other girls, and it was supposed to be 3 dudes. But one of those girls we now know was transgender. Go ahead, turn it back up, Mikey.
No, I ain't find the part I was trying to get you to.
Oh, okay. But
that's shit like that keep happening out Mexico though.
Shit like what? Like that happened with old girl?
Man, so it's a video right now out there that's showing a couple people keep getting killed. Black people keep getting killed over there, and they go on as cold cases, no matter how much evidence they have. I be watching, when I watch stuff like that, whatever's in that saying earlier, I start watching other shit like it too. They be having, because I like learning. I like seeing more shit than so I can understand what's going on. But in those same areas, there's a lot of people getting killed.
Man, listen. Like I said, for me, like
she didn't even have liquor in her system.
She said they was putting stuff in the liquor.
No, they didn't have enough liquor in their system to get alcohol poison.
No, Ashley said they was putting stuff or partying stuff in the liquor, putting stuff in the liquor. I'm thinking that's what she was saying. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
She talking about the joint you was talking about.
Yeah.
But then that go back to the joint with the with all the little league parents, where they had the adult sleepover. All of the parents of the kids on the little league football team, and the black mother ended up dead. And they said she fell off the balcony. That shit crazy, bro. That shit is crazy. Like, we gonna follow this. I'm gonna follow this story more, and I'm gonna post up, on the page, in the group about it. Any information that y'all find, please post about it. You know what I mean? Like, the more we talk about it, hopefully the more the information will get spread, and the more, it'll make somebody want to do something about it. I know we in Maryland, whatever, but still, we can we can make something. We're gonna talk about this story. We're gonna keep up on this story. But tonight, everybody, we're gonna have to sign off a little early for recording purposes. And pretty soon we're gonna be doing location shoots. And we got a couple stops, we got to do Command Beauty with Kristen, She's gonna give us beard treatments. So that's gonna be, I think that's gonna be our first stop. We're gonna go holler at her at Command Beauty.
Hold up, let me show you something real quick.
Her friends got about the whole alcohol.
I'm gonna show you the dude.
But let's be clear, family. And nowadays, nobody is to be fucking trusted. So it's been speculation.
I just want y'all to see the dude that I'm talking about. They say his best friend.
In that late October trip to Cabo, Mexico, Shaquilla Robinson's best friend, Julia Cookie, was also.
Oh, okay.
It's been reported that he was Shaquilla's best friend for at least 5 years. In that same video, he could be seen saying, "You're not gonna fight back." And Shaquilla say no, and he ain't do nothing to stop it. Not only didn't he stop it, but he didn't even inform her parents until the next day when she was deceased. Her best friend had ended up calling Shaquilla's mother, Robinson, that it was alcohol poison. And her so-called friend said the same thing. And in that new surface video obtained by shout out to North Carolina Beat, it shows a whole different story than the alcohol poison thing. It actually explains why Shaquilla's face was swollen and the neck broken. And also, mind you, all this is fresh, family, so no one been arrested. But allegedly, the person who's behind that video, who's actually fighting Shaquilla, is a 26-year-old girl named Dejanay Jackson. When Khalid returned to Charlotte, he brought Shaquilla belongings to her mother's house and told her again that Shaquilla had ended up passing away from alcohol poisoning.
Ain't that crazy?
Then every day, Khalid came around Shaquilla's family. And when he was asked about the fight they never heard about, he lied and said he was in the room when it happened. But a new video showed that he was standing there the whole time. Just so you can have some context and visualize this in your head. In the video, you see Dejanay Jackson standing in front of Shaquilla with nothing on before repeatedly hitting her in the head and slinging her to the ground. And now, honestly, and I don't wish jail on nobody, but if for you to lie to somebody's parents and you to be the so-called best friend, your behind need to be incarcerated until some more information comes out as well. Honestly, the best thing for this right now, may Shaquilla rest in peace, and loving condolences to her family rest once again. The best thing is to spread awareness on this situation like we doing, and hopefully her family will be able to get some form of closure. But fam, that was a young lady who went to Mexico with her so-called friends and a best friend for more than 5 years to end up losing her life, and they come back and tell her family a lie. Not to mention, if this video hadn't surfaced, God knows what would be the outcome. But as more developed, I'll make sure I bring that to y'all. But until then,
Foul. I ain't laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because it's hard to fucking believe.
To look at and be like, this really fucking happened. You absolutely right. Actually, the best thing is to beat the fuck out everybody involved. Facts. But unfortunately, we can't do that as much as we would like to. So, man. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for joining us tonight. We went a day late, but damn sure wasn't $1 short. I'm gonna post that again tomorrow. I'm gonna stream that Farrakhan video, the whole thing, the whole hour. And y'all can watch it and comment on the live video while it's on if you haven't seen it. Next week we're gonna come back. And we might got to follow up on this whole case, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep looking on that bitch. I know.
See what more information come out about this and follow up with that. Like I said, we got the location shoots coming up soon. It's gonna be worked out, but we appreciate y'all. And
also for next week, y'all, look up some of those things about the Hebrews and the Israelites. Don't look at just one video. Look at a couple different ones, because everything you look at on YouTube ain't always true. But if you go to keep looking at different ones and that Hebrew shit and Israelites, because we could talk about that too. Kyrie opened the eyes to a lot of things. So let's talk about real shit sometimes. Let's just talk about some real shit sometimes. All right, see, love you, man. All right.